It's really easy for me to tell you I'm going to double your money. It's a lot more difficult to double the money. I think not necessarily the structure, because there's a lot of reasons that people structure deals certain ways, right? If you have different classes of shares, and if you're working with a fund manager, there's different types of ways to structure the deal. I think most of those are pretty straightforward as far as, unless you see some crazy, it's a 50-50 split, or for some reason the operator is taking a lion's share of X, or there's something wonky. But I think there's some pretty solid and standard numbers out there, like an 80-20, a 70-30. What does your waterfall look like? Is there a pref? What does the pref look like? Is it compounding? There's a lot of little questions, and I would highly suggest that people read up on those things. I think the underwriting, more than anything, is where I think you see a lot of, quote unquote, the creativity, right? So the deal structure is one thing, the underwriting is the most important part. And what that does is it tells you a lot about the assumptions that the operator is making about how they can operate this deal. So we asked, hey, as a younger operator, asked us if we'd co-GP and take a look at the deal, and they were underwriting like a 2-point drop in cap for exit. So it was going in at a 6 and going out at 4. And I told them right away, I was like, first of all, I'm not even going to look at the rest of this, because this is bananas. How do you justify this number? And the answer was, oh, there's a CoStar report that came out and it says that this market is going to just go gangbusters. We think this is pretty conservative. I was like, this is not conservative at all. That's one of the 2 words that all of the operators usually use is, hey, we're being really conservative. Conservative is going in at a 6 and exiting at 8. That's that 2-point split, that can be conservative. But as soon as you underwrite that, so I just changed the exit cap, and it exploded the deal, right? Now there's no return. Now there's no metrics that actually work for anybody. They just see the metrics that are in the deck. IRR has become, like, I think it's come and gone as a metric that everybody points to, because like I can fudge IRR all day long as they mess with some things in the underwriting, right? So it's more about, do you understand the timeline? Or, hey, we think overall in the aggregate, you're going to make X percent, say 18-20%. But in the first year, you're going to make no money. And I've seen a lot of those deals, and a lot of those are really good deals. And it takes time. But I think you also have to have the ability to ask questions like, what is the full timeline here? Okay, over the course of 5 years, you expected 1.8, 2x my money and have this return in aggregate. But what does it look like year over year? And what is that build timeline, and what's that slope? And is that real? Or is it the opposite, where they think they're going to start distributing tons and tons of cash out of the gate, but at the same time, they think they've got an operating plan that says we have to spend half of the units before we really get there? Like, how do you expect to make those distributions